Welcome my YouTube channel Hit&Hurt in a high-stakes night filled with tension, legacy, and national pride. Canelo Álvarez stepped into the ring against the undefeated William Scull, a slick, defensive Cuban fighter who many believe could test Canelo with his movement and unorthodox style. Every major belt was on the line. The hype was massive. Fans expected a war. But what they got was something else entirely. A chess match where only one side brought pieces to play. From the opening bell, Canelo took center stage. Calm, collected, and composed, he wasted no time in cutting off the ring and applying his trademark pressure. Scull, on the other hand, looked elusive, almost too elusive, bouncing on his feet, switching stances, and circling endlessly. He seemed focused more on avoiding damage than inflicting it. The crowd, commentators, and even the referee noticed quickly this was going to be a very awkward night. Canelo started touching the body early. Small, calculated jabs to the midsection. Sharp hooks when Scull tried to exit a corner. He wasn't reckless. Far from it. This was methodical, controlled aggression. Scull would occasionally flick a jab or throw a feint, but he never followed through. And when he did throw, it was a single punch, rarely committed, and often without any power behind it. Canelo, meanwhile, stayed busy with meaningful shots, especially to the ribs and liver. As rounds passed, Scull's game plan became clearer. He wasn't fighting to win. He was fighting not to lose. His movement, while impressive, felt excessive. He would circle the ring with no punch output, look to referee when Canelo pressed him, and even smile during exchanges, almost as if to distract from his own inactivity. Commentators grew critical, calling it frustrating, calling it boring. Sergio Mora and Chris Mannix questioned whether Scull truly believed he could win, or if he was simply hoping to survive 12 rounds and leave without damage. But Canelo remained patient. He didn't chase wildly or fall into the trap of lunging. Instead, he jabbed to the chest, closed the distance slowly, and punished the body. He understood exactly what he was doing, making deposits to the bank that would pay interest by the late rounds. He would land clean combinations whenever Scull's feet got tangled or when he stopped moving just long enough to get caught. By the middle rounds, the gap in punch stats was growing. Scull was moving, yes, but not scoring, not damaging, not winning. He was doing just enough to frustrate, but far too little to convince anyone he was taking control. The judges saw it. The fans saw it. The broadcasters saw it. Even Canelo's corner, led by Eddie Reynoso, told him, "Keep walking him down. We're going to stop this guy." Canelo has always been known for his evolution, from a young brawler into a defensive technician and now a surgical body puncher. He was putting all of that on display. Scull had no answer. Every time he tried to punch, Canelo countered. Every time he paused, Canelo attacked. And slowly, surely, the damage began to accumulate. Not in dramatic knockdowns, but in the wear and tear of repeated liver hooks and rib shots that stole energy round after round. Scull's FCE told a story. His body language told a louder one. He moved less. He smirked less. He gestured to the referee more. In a sport where you're rewarded for risk, for heart, for output, Scull was offering none. And that's when the tone shifted. Even the referee could be heard saying, "Let's fight. There's too much running around." A rare and telling moment that signaled what many were thinking. This wasn't a championship effort. And yet, Canelo didn't let up. He kept cutting off the ring, kept landing to the body, kept waiting for his moment. Fans who had tuned in expecting a clash of styles were instead watching a one-man performance. Some called it a masterclass in patience and precision. Others just wanted action. Either way, it was Canelo's night. By the final rounds, the scorecards were a formality. Scull had done nothing to win rounds. Even his corner seemed to know it. While he was in phenomenal shape and his stamina was solid, boxing isn't a marathon. It's a battle. Canelo remained the only one actually fighting. When the 12th round came, it felt more like a curtain call than a contest. Canelo stood tall, fists high, while Scull coasted backward, still flicking harmless jabs. The final bell rang. The result was clear. The judges gave a unanimous decision to Canelo Álvarez, and nobody argued. It wasn't just a victory. It was a reminder of who Canelo is, a technician, a pressure fighter, a champion who adapts to any style. even one as evasive and frustrating as Scull's. In the post-fight analysis, many questioned what Scull had hoped to achieve. Some said he was there for the payday. Others said he genuinely believed his movement and avoidance were enough to steal rounds. But in a championship fight, on a global stage, avoiding the fight is rarely a path to victory. Canelo, on the other hand, added yet another name to his list of defeated champions. He didn't get the knockout, but he didn't need it. He came to dominate, and he did. His punches were smarter, heavier, and more effective. He won every exchange that mattered. And he showed once again why he stands atop the pound-for-pound list in modern boxing. This fight won't go down as the most exciting, but it will go down as another page in the book of a fighter who consistently shows poise under pressure, intelligence in the ring, and an unshakable will to win, no matter the opponent. Subscribe, please.